Hello, hello. Yes, we welcome you back to PSSB, Physical Sciences, Silver Bullet. It's me, Richard, here. Okay, now we are looking at this question. It says, what is meant by constructive interference? So, what is it? Constructive interference occurs when two pulses meet and results into a bigger pulse or a bigger amplitude. So when that happens, we say constructive interference has taken place. Let us look at that one. Okay, that is that. Then comes the next question, says, what is meant by destructive interference? Okay, so what is it? This is when the two pulses meet, resulting into a smaller pulse or a smaller amplitude of the pulse. So let's have that one. So that is that. Then comes the next question. It says, consider the two pulses below moving towards each other and state whether it is constructive or destructive interference taking place. So what is going to take place here when these two meet? Is it going to be constructive or destructive? So here what we are going to see is that this is going to meet with this one and both are positive on assumption that upward is positive. So what are we going to get here? A bigger amplitude. So it is going to be what? Constructive. Okay. Let's look at the next one. So comes this one, 4.3.2. The two are moving towards each other. What type of interference is going to take place here? Okay, both are negative on assumption that upward is positive. And what are we going to get here? We are going to get a bigger pulse because this one and this one both are negative. So it's going to be constructive. Okay, so let us go to the next one. And so comes this one. These are the two pulses and they are moving towards each other. So what interference is bound to form here? Remember, one is positive and one is negative, so there is some bit of cancellation which is going to take place, and that one will result into a smaller pulse or no pulse depending on the circumstance. So what are you going to get here? We say it is a destructive. It is destructive or interference. So let's go to the next question. So then comes this question. It says, consider the diagram below showing two pulses moving towards each other. So we are having these pulses and they are moving towards each other. Okay. Then the question comes, it says, draw the diagram showing the time when the two pulses meet. Okay. What are we going to observe when the two pulses meet? Okay, this is what we are going to observe. They are both positive, so they're going to add up. They'll add up, forming a bigger pulse. I don't know whether I've made this one big enough, but we can show the difference when we indicate the amplitude. So what's going to be the resultant amplitude? It's going to be 10 centimeter. Thank you. So that is what we have. It will be bigger. Both will combine. Let's look at the next question. So now comes the next question. It says, draw diagram showing the time when two pulses have crossed each other. Here we have to remember that when the pulses cross each other, they remain the same as it was before, with the same amplitude. So remember, what are we going to have? The 6 is going to be that side, and the 4 is going to be this side. So we are going to have a situation like this. And how about the direction? Remember, they maintain the same direction. 6 is moving to the right, and the 4 is moving to the left. So that is what we have. So this is that, and that is that. Okay, let us indicate the amplitude. We have to remember that the one which is moving to the right is our 6. So 6 is here, and it maintains the same direction. And the 4 is to the left and maintaining the same direction. So that is what we have. Okay. So comes the next question. It says, state the type of interference formed when the two pulses meet. Okay. For this case, what's going to be the type of interference formed? Remember, the two combine to form a bigger one, and that one brings us to constructive interference. So the answer is constructive interference. Okay, then we go to the next question.